Welcome to Enchanted Life Inside. You know the guy in the mirror? He's a masterpiece. Tie, perfectly knotted. Hair, just so. He's practiced that smile, the one that says, "I've got this," more times than he's probably said, "I love you." He is the CEO of being fine. But, well, every masterpiece has a secret, and his is this tiny, invisible crack that's spreading right through the middle of the whole canvas.
So, let me just ask you, how long has it been for you? How long have you been standing there applauding that same performance in your own mirror, while the real you, backstage, is just falling apart? It's the role of a lifetime, isn't it? And the standing ovation is absolutely killing you.
Okay, let's give this thing a name. This full-time job of pretending, it's called the performance of wellness. It's that relentless, conscious effort to maintain the illusion that we're perfectly fine. It's the automatic busy but good that you fire back when anyone asks how you are. It's like a verbal smokescreen to hide the fact that you're actually just busy and really not good at all.
But that performance, that whole bulletproof facade, it comes with a cost, a really steep one. And here's the crucial part. The side effects, they aren't a sign that you're weak. No, they're the predictable, inevitable invoice for living a lie.
So the first item on that invoice, constant anxiety. And this isn't just about being nervous. It's this low-grade hum of dread that just follows you everywhere, like static you can't tune out. It's that 3 a.m. wake-up call from your own brain, pitching you 1,000 worst-case scenarios. It's checking your email for the 17th time before you go to bed, just to make sure the world hasn't ended since you last looked 5 minutes ago.
And all that static, it leads right to the second cost, the exhausted soul. We're not talking about just needing a good night's sleep here. This is a cellular, bone-deep weariness that no amount of coffee can even touch. His partner, Sarah, she totally nailed it. She said, "You're like a phone that's been on 1% all day, but you keep insisting you're fully charged." It's the exhaustion that comes from running an identity that you just weren't built for.
Now, his therapist, Dr. Bennett, he put it in a way that just stops you in your tracks. He said, "We spend so much energy maintaining the illusion of wholeness that we never have any left to actually heal." Just think about that for a second. The very thing you're doing to convince the world that you're okay is the one thing that's preventing you from ever being okay. It's a brutal paradox.
So what's the engine that's driving this whole charade, right? What is the invisible director demanding this flawless, soul-crushing performance day in and day out?
Well, the engine is called the perfectionism trap. And it's a killer, because it's so good at masquerading as ambition. It's that subtle, tricky alchemy that turns a healthy drive for excellence into a white-knuckled, paralyzing terror of not being good enough. I mean, when his company announced a restructuring, it wasn't ambition that had him firing off emails at 3 a.m. It was just pure, unadulterated fear.
And this right here, this is the connection. The perfectionism trap is the high-octane fuel for the performance of wellness. It's that internal whisper that says, if they see a flaw, any flaw, it's all over. That belief, that lie, that's what requires the flawless mask. It's the why behind the lie. And that mask is just getting heavier and heavier.
But a real shift, a life-altering change, it doesn't start with some 5-point plan or a big resolution. It starts with surrender. It happens in a quiet moment, when the energy to perform finally just runs out. It begins with terrifying, liberating honesty.
For him, it was a Saturday morning, sun streaming into the kitchen, and Sarah looked at him, her eyes just cutting right through the usual act, and he opened his mouth to deliver his line. You know the one, busy but good. But the words, they just wouldn't come out. And in that silence, he made a choice. He chose the truth.
He just looked at her, and in a voice he could barely recognize as his own, he said the 3 words that would change his entire life. He said, "I'm not okay."
And those 3 words, they were the first step from performance to authenticity. Just look at the difference here. The performer hides struggles, obsesses over control, says yes on autopilot. But the authentic self admits to anxiety, says, "I'm at capacity," and understands that personal worth isn't tied to a job title. It's a seismic shift from pretending to be a rock to learning how to be a person. So, and this is so important, this isn't a story about a man who broke and then got fixed, because that's just another performance, right? No, this is about reframing the entire concept of what it means to heal. See, healing isn't a destination you arrive at. It's a practice. It's the messy,
daily, ongoing process of choosing what's real over what looks good. It's built on 1,000 tiny little choices, saying I need help, or admitting I'm tired, or just being brave enough to say, I don't know.
He put it this way: I've learned that healing isn't about becoming perfect again, but about integration. It's like that Japanese art, kintsugi, where they mend broken pottery with gold. They don't hide the break, they illuminate it. It becomes part of the object's history, a source of its beauty. He said, each crack has become a place where light can enter.
The strongest you will ever be is not when you are unbreakable. It's when you are finally brave enough to show the world where you have been broken. And that really brings us to the core of this whole explainer.
Your brokenness, it is not a flaw in the design. It is not a failure. It's an invitation to stop performing and to start living, to trade the crushing weight of perfection for the quiet freedom of being whole. So right now, I'm inviting you to do something. Don't just listen to this, do it. Pause this explainer. Open the Notes app on your phone. Type one sentence. Start it with these words: today I admit. And then just fill in the blank with one true thing. Then send it to one person you trust. This isn't for a public broadcast. It's just one small, radical act of honesty. Go on, I'll wait.
And as you step onto this new path, maybe carry this with you. When you're not skilled enough, be good enough. When you have no money, keep your heart pure. It's about letting go of the need to be impressive and instead just focusing on being real.
I look forward to seeing you again soon, exploring more of these ordinary things that happen every day, but are, well, very much worth thinking about. Please remember to follow Enchanted Life Inside to continue the journey with us.
And before you go, what is one small step towards embracing authenticity that you will take this week? It can be anything. Let us know down in the comments below so we can all learn from each other. Oh, and one last thing. Remember to check out our podcast playlist. It's perfect for when you need someone to listen. The link's in the description. Thanks everyone. See you next time.